Okay, and here we are, the last verse of the second Aliya. Who would like to read this one? Bueller? Anybody?
Okay, Rabbi, sige.
Go for it. Okay.
Chisku ve'imsu al tir'u ve'al ta'artsu lifneihem ki Adonai Elohecha hu hahulech imach lo yirpecha ve'lo ya'atzvecha ve'lo yarpecha lo yarpecha ve'lo ya'atzvecha.
Yeah, good. It's tricky, right? Every once in a while, that throws me off too. Every once in a while, you have a kaf at the end with a k instead of ch. Yeah, so nice. Very good. Good reading. Okay, let's tackle this then as a team. Starting with the beginning. Chizku. What's chizku mean, guys?
From the word kazak, so strong, like he's strong.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. This is, what's the grammatical form here? You're right in your translation. What's the u at the end? Tell me about this grammatical form.
Lets me know it's in the plural.
It is a plural.
Imperative.
Imperative, thank you. A plural imperative. So you all be strong. Be strong. Okay? The imsu.
And courageous.
Good guess in context. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like affirmed, like affirmed. What else would you say? Like in German, stark zu sein. Right? to be. It's similar to be strong in that case, right? So it's very close to the meaning of chizku, to be affirmed.
Steadfast, maybe.
What's that?
Courageous.
Yeah,
courage.
I think you might be right that together it might be hendiadis to be like courageous. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, because the basic meaning of this word amatz, we have also in Ugaritic we have amatz. In Ugaritic it just means like to be strong, right? But it doesn't make sense. Be strong and be strong, right? So, yeah, I think you might be right that maybe we go with courageous. Yeah, the two things together they have some kind of idea of courageous. Amatz can also be like to affirm something, right? To make it affirmed, right? Kind of similar to amen in a way. That the actual meaning of amen is to affirm, right? But okay, so what's our form here? We have another. What is the form? The verbal form?
That's imperative also.
Yeah, exactly. Plural imperative. Oops, I didn't mean to do green. Plural imperative. And like I said, for the Ugaritic, it's also be strong. Be strong. Or like affirm. But together, I think you guys are right. Together, when these two are used together, it really gives the feeling like it might be a hendiitis, even though I haven't seen it identified that way, but it might be of like be of good heart, right? Like be courageous. Courageous. Al tilu, especially this helps to paint the color. Al, what's al?
Oh. Is that not?
Do not.
Good. Not. Tilu. The verb is yara.
Fear.
Like a fear. So, not fear.
Right. So this is to fear. Right? And then the tav and u, they tell us it's you plural, right? So you will fear. So al tilu, don't fear, right? Don't fear. The al ta'aratzu. The and al
Not.
Yep. Sorry, my cursor just disappeared.
Not.
Okay, there it's back. And not. Ta'aretsu. Does anybody know this verb? Aratz.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like a fright or afraid or dread or something like.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, aratz. It's like to be terrified. Dread is good. Yeah, to be in dread. To be afraid again. It also has a general meaning to be afraid. There's an actual word that comes from this. There's a noun in the Psalms that's let me change color. It is aritz. There's this word. And aritz is a ruler, a leader, a ruler who uses fear to rule, right? Like a tyrant. I don't know if I spelled that right. That's an aritz, and so you can see it's from this root here, right? So I think I like your dread. I like don't dread, don't shake, right? Don't fear and don't shake. Don't fear and don't dread. Mipnehem.
Before them?
Yeah.
Or from before them?
Yep. And again, just to recognize we have another Phoenician style here, this stacking mem. You don't need the mem there, right? Pnehem already means before them, but this very Phoenician-esque from before them. Okay. I can't remember which book I learned that out of, so otherwise I share the reference. Probably Dahud. Okay? From before them. Ki Adonai Elohecha hu pa'holech imach. Okay. Ki.
For.
Perfect rendition there. For. Hashem Elokecha. Okay, we're back. Okay. For Adonai, your God, right? We have the your Elohim. Sorry, cursor. Elohim. Who haholech? What's the who?
Like he or it.
Yeah.
Will I say he?
Yeah. He haholech. What's haholech?
The goes or who goes?
Yeah, that's right. The ha in front of an active participle is the same thing as asher.
The one who goes.
Yeah. Right. So notice now the who is totally redundant, right? Adonai, your God, ha-holech, is the one. It's asher, holech, right? In later biblical Hebrew, this becomes the particle sheh. We'll see it as sheh. There's a prefix sheh. That is shortcut for asher. But in Torah, that doesn't happen. In Torah Hebrew, we put the definite article on. And holech, what's the verbal form of holech?
Allah.
So it's a
active, right?
Okay.
The participle, yep. Okay. And then holech, he goes or he walks. I'm going to say walks here. Adonai, your God, he himself. Right? This is definitely emphatic now. We've proven it's emphatic. He himself is the one who walks. Aimach. What's that? Aimach.
With you?
With you. And this part here, it bears some commenting. Notice it's imach, and we would have expected imacha, wouldn't we have? Imacha. So this happens sometimes. You get this ending. It looks like the feminine ending, but it's really not. It has to do with the way the word's being pronounced, with emphasis there. Lo yapecha. Lo.
And not?
Yep.
So it's not?
Yep. Not. and you probably don't know this verb. It's a lamed hey verb, rafa.
Oh, like he leave. So it's like he will leave you.
Kind of. So rafa means like. So rafa, it means like to let slack, like when you let slack. At least that's how I learned it. So it's probably a Gesenius definition. So let slack, like to let your arms go slack. The Proverbs warns about a little slackening of the arms, right? And basically starvation is around the corner, right? You're going to go hungry. So rafa, it's to let loose, to let slack, right? To let go unmonitored. The Pharaoh, he uses a nifal form of this verb. He says, Nirpim atem. Nirpim. Right, so we have the moon, right? Those who have gone slack. In other words, lazy. Lazy are you. That's why you want to have a holiday, right? So I think you should be translated like won't abandon you, but really it's like he won't let go slack. He won't let you go slack. He's invigorating us. He's sending help. He's sending warnings to the prophets. You know, in some of the stories of the wars that happen in the books of the kings of Israel, you know, the prophet will warn the king, hey, attack over on that side. Hey, he gives him some battle strategy, informed. It's like we have the perfect spy into the enemy camp. It's the eyes of the Lord looking into the enemy camp and telling the king what to do. So he's going to be there for that stuff, that tactical information, etc. Lo yapcha, he won't let you go slack. He won't drop you. He'll be like drop. He won't drop you. Velo ya'azveka. Okay, and not. I know you know that. So yep. And he won't.
And not. So that's what I was wondering, because it maybe loosen or forsake is what I.
Yeah, loosen is okay. Like he's not going to loosen his connection with you, right? Yep. He won't let drop. He won't let go slack. He'll keep the lifeline taut. Ya azveka. So this the root is ayin, Zion. You guys should know this one, just because I bring it up all the time.
Asabtani. You always say
exactly. You got it. You got it. Yay! I didn't have to say it. Right. So from the Psalm. So what's it mean then? Azav.
Forsake.
Yes. Forsake. Abandon, right? Abandon. So
Rabbi, can I
go ahead.
About the word yarpecha?
Yeah.
I read about insan. In English it says in Psalm 46, be still and know. But when I read in Hebrew, harpu, be slack.
Yeah, like be relaxed. Be relaxed. The idea is the battle's not up to you.
Or calm down.
Yeah, exactly. Calm down, lower your weapons. Adonai is going to fight this fight. Yeah, that's what that psalm is hinting about. Yeah, very nice. Nice observation. So cool, great. We got over there in the psalm and the Hefil. Do you remember which psalm that is offhand?
Psalm 46, Rab.
146.
Psalm
nice.
46.
Nice. So let's make it.
Psalm 46, Rab.
46, okay.
Verse 10.
46 psalm has a Hefil form. Nice. Like relaxed. Something like this. You can let your guard down. Stop strategizing. Stop thinking so hard. God is going to handle it all. And it's kind of the spirit of some... Go ahead.
Rab, the harpu is the imperative, right? Because of the harpu and the harpu. Okay.
Yeah. Okay? Because Adonai is going to take care of it all in that case. It's kind of like what David prays for in one of the Psalms. He says, fight my fights, right? Lechom lechomai, right? Fight my fights and argue, my arguments, right? Are my arguments. I don't remember it exactly, but it's close. It's got those verbs in there. Fight my fights and argue my disputes for me, right? He's asking Hashem to do it for him, that he doesn't even have to be part of that particular battle, because he doesn't want to be around those wicked speakers of Lashon Hara, right? He doesn't want to be infiltrated, even in their ranks, to have any kind of contact with them, because he's worried that he will lose control of his own tongue, right? So David expresses this in several Psalms, his fear of losing his own tongue's control by being around the evildoers. Okay? So Ya'azavik. What is the ka at the end? Okay. I'll be very careful not to touch anything. Ta. What's that? Anybody?
It's you.
Yeah, you. You. He will not, right? Lo ya'az there. So this is imperfect form, right? He will not forsake or abandon you. Then we have the paragraph marker. Shows there's some white space in the Torah scroll. Nice. Okay, so that is the end of the second Aliya. And if you guys have any comments or questions?
Rabbi, regarding this verse, this is the same phrase with Joshua when he edify the people.
Yeah.
Joshua 1:9 it says, "Ando CVT."
Yeah, he repeats.
Have I not commanded thee? He repeat that and phrase.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in fact, in the 1800s, it was pretty common for a lot of people. They would have this book called I think it's called the Hexapla. Hexa something, meaning 6. So it wasn't just the Torah, it was the Torah plus the book of Joshua. So it was kind of popular in the 1700s, 1800s, something like that, to have those 6 books together because a lot of the repetition and similarity that happens in Joshua kind of strengthened what was taught, right?
Not the Chumash. The Chumash is the 5, the 5th.
You're right.
Hexa is 6.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, but what's funny, Chumash from Hebrew, right? From the Hebrew, right? Chamisha, right? Whereas the Hexa is already not Hebrew, right? Yeah, from the Greek. Nice. And
thank you for the input.
Yeah, sure. And by the way, Ibn Ezra, this thing that we're looking at here, the Chizku v'imsu, he interprets it as like, be strong and resolute, right? So I think we're fine with our translation and really understanding it, be courageous. But there's a hindayat happening there, but it's interesting. And Sforno looks at this Rafa, remember the hay's missing here, as he will not fail you, i.e. in war, right? And he goes on to elaborate on that. Sforno, he goes on to elaborate saying, by means of withdrawing his providence from you, so that surrounding countries would attack you, right? The idea is they'll be afraid to even attack us because they know Hashem is with us. Kind of like the state of many of the Arab countries today. They don't want to do a direct war with Israel, right? It's kind of been a while since the actual nations surrounding Israel, other than, those who are within our midst, want to attack us. Egypt and Jordan and, Lebanon. I'm not talking about the army, the separate army that's in Lebanon, the terrorist, Hezbollah, not them, but the Lebanese people themselves, right? And the Saudis and the Emiratis, they now have like a peace treaty with us, and so a lot of these countries, because they've seen the might, and I would say that the Lord has done for us, that He's made us into a mighty force. This small country of 6 to 7 million people has just dominated the warfare, Baruch Hashem. So I think we could say that He is with us now, that the people are seeing, they're frightened of our army, but really they should be frightened of our God. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and finish up. We had a decent run tonight. It's 11:01. We're right on time to finish. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll try to post these Aliya as 2 separate Aliyahs online. Okay? Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Vayeilekh toda.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Be well.
Shalom.
Hello. Hey, you did it. This is the end of this part. Watch the next one. To support our projects, you can donate at www.patreon.com/HebrewLiteracy. You can do a single donation or sign up for monthly donations.